I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in the 50 Stack Challenge 4 hosted by Amy of Crafty Cat. And our prompts for 23 and 24 is 23 is French country and 24 is masculine. So let's see what we get, and without further ado, let's get started. Well, I hope everybody's doing great. I've already picked out my papers. This is going to be the masculine. This is going to be the French country. And I'm going to do, I've done this before, one of the wraparound, pockets. So that's what I want to do. So first of all, I need to cut it down to, I'm thinking 7.5, or maybe I'm gonna go 8. Oops, I'm gonna go this way because I want to make sure I have that flower. I hate to cut the butterfly, but that's just part of it. Let's see, I think 8 would be good. This one the same. I hope like I said, I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I've got my mind's just going everywhere. All right, now I want to let me get my little scoreboard, and I think I'm gonna go 4 3/4, because I have, for my French country, let me do this one. I've got that one. So to give myself a little space, I'm going to go 4 3/4. Probably should have went with my larger one. Let me go 4 3/4 again. And I will just trim a bit off of that edge so it's not gonna bind into that. Do it the other way. That's kind of pretty itself. That'll be pretty on the that'll work. And let me do this one. Oops, everything's sliding. Doesn't matter how big the desk gets, it's never enough room. 4 3/4. Go this way so it'll fold better. Four 3/4. Trim off that edge. Okay. now I'm going to punch just a little bit of a thumb hole right in the middle there before I glue it down. And on this one, I can get a hold of it. Well, I finished reading my Susan Anderson Russo book, and I have to say it ended up being really good. I will continue to read the series. You know, it started off good. It got kind of slow in the center, and well, it got kind of slow in the middle. And I think, you know how it is with the first book. You're learning the characters and the personalities, and sometimes, you know, just the first book sometimes is just the build up of, you know, trying to get everything. So, but it ended good, and I ended up liking the characters. Sometimes you'll have a book you just don't know if you like the characters, and that makes it hard to continue on, you know. Should have inked this before I glued it, but I guess that's not my style, to remember to do things like that. Now that's going to be on the outside, and I can go ahead and put a little divot right there, thumb hole, thumb notch, whatever you call these things. I'm struggling with my words today. But anyway, the Susan Anderson Russo book ended up being really good. But now, I went back to my Jana DeLeon. I got the next book in the series, Louisiana Longshot, the Misfortune series. And I haven't gotten very far, but it had me laughing already. I love books that make me laugh, and they are a hoot. And I have a very vivid imagination, and these characters are so funny. I love it. I love to get a hold of a book like that. And so that is so bright for that background. I don't know. See what I can do with this. But I highly recommend the first one. If you have a Kindle, the first one is free, or it used to be. I believe it still is. But it is so funny, and it's called Louisiana Longshot by Jana DeLeon, and it's the Misfortune. But those books have me I just roll. I mean, a book that makes me laugh out loud, I tell you. Just tone down that a little bit. It's like you got the darkness, but then the sky and all so bright. And then when you put it up against this one, I'm just not sure. But do check them out. But I've been wanting to read them, you know, catch the next one. But of course, as they became popular, they became more expensive, because the first few ones I got wasn't very much, and they ran them on sale a lot. So a lot of times I just got them for like $1.99 or something like that. But now they're more like $7.99. And I stamped these. I stamped that on a label. Just kind of get that rooster for the French country. I'm not 100% sure what French country is, but this made me think of it. The sunflowers and all of that. But now I just need to figure out what to do with all of this. I don't need that again. Let me see. I do think that's pretty. Maybe if I trim this down just a tad, just to, so it's not quite so large. I think that's a little better. I think I want around the corners too. And I watched, I think it's the season finale of Madam Blank. Most of them only had 6 seasons, and I thought I was done with it, although it didn't kind of leave you hanging, you know, in any way. But the last one, it ended up having 7. I saw where the new show had came out yesterday, and I watched it. And it was really good. I've enjoyed that series, but I think that this time it is I think that is the last one, because you know, like I said, the other seasons only had 6 episodes, but this one had 7. So I'm kind of thinking this one is the last one. I just stamped that on some coffee dyed paper, but I like how it looks. Kind of gives it that tile look. Let's see if I could just figure out a way to make it come together and not look like it's so disjointed. Maybe I need lighter flowers and stuff, not to have everything so dark to kind of break up. Let's see what we have here. Maybe something a little larger. See what we have. See if I can find better flowers. So much white in there. It's only that I love flowers, but the fussy cutting of them are not always. I like that one better, but I don't know that I like it that well. I like that one better. I'm going to still put that one aside just in case. I like that. That looks more country to me. I will need to get out the inside of this. The next series I'm going to start watching is In the Line, Our Line of Fire. I can't remember. That's on Acorn. My friend Barbie at Nellie and Ruth Designs recommended that, and so that's what I'm going to start watching next. I thought I saw where Harry Wild was out, the new season, but when I looked for it, I didn't see it. I enjoy that one. It's got Jane Seymour in it. And I like her. And she does real good with that Harry Wild character. And I like a lady that ages gracefully. You would never think, I mean, she's older than I am. She doesn't look it, but she doesn't mind playing, you know, that part where she's older. You know, it kind of makes fun of it. Nothing's worse than seeing people that you know, liked younger and they not age well, or even people you don't care for. Madonna comes to mind. She is not aging well. I'm sorry, I'm sorry if you're a Madonna fan. I used to like her, but she just got too strange. I liked her in the early 80s before she got weird. Okay, let's see now. I will ink it. And maybe I'm being too judgmental. I don't mean to be so judgmental. Okay, now let's see what we got. Let's see if this is any better. I stamped that with black. I'm wondering if I should have went with a different color. I had never used those stamps before, and it kind of gives it a background, but I might should have went with something other than black, because I do like it. It's like a little tile. I just don't know. Okay, I'm just going to quit overthinking this so much. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just not worry with I still have this one, but I think I'm going to use it on the other side. Kind of use this. Maybe if I think, oops, some colored pencils. Maybe that would just a little, to give it a little color maybe. And maybe just a little something, something. Roosters have such pretty colors, so. I like that a lot better. I think that does add something to it. Okay. Now I just want to kind of, just a little hint of color around it. think that is a lot better. Okay, and I'm gonna add my butterfly. I like that. I like that. Okay. Now, do I want to do that with this? Just a little bit. My hen. See, they're more. Maybe a beige. Maybe a little bit of brown. Just real light. They don't tend to have as much color as your roosters. At least the ones I've met. Maybe just something a little. Just a little bit of red in the tips. Okay, I don't want to mess her up, so I think I'm going to stop there. All right, now I'm going to get this laid down. This one's going to go first. And then I'm going to put this one down. Butterfly. And my flowers. That cat hair sticking to my where the glue's dried. When you have 3 cats, it's hard to keep the hair away. Oops. I like that. Okay, now the inside. Maybe something like that. Thought about words, but I don't have French words. I don't guess it really matters, but I tell you, I could. I've got some more coffee dyed paper. I'm gonna get some coffee dyed paper. I'll be right back. Okay. I got some paper. I already folded up all my pages, so I just have to use them. But the way this pocket would work is it'll go on the edge of a page, and you'll have a tuck spot, and then you open it up, and it'll open out like that. So I am going to tear down this a little bit. Let's see. Use my tear ruler for this one. I'm terrible with these things. this side. Turn this around and all right. So now I'm just going to add that at the bottom. I think I'm going to use my glue stick on this one. I don't think it needs to be inked. Now, if I offended you about Madonna, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes that not everybody wants to hear my opinion. And I'm sure she does the best she can. All right, now I'm going to add that. Just a little bit of I think something like that, just to give a little bit of decoration at the bottom. All right, this one I will ink. Probably should have inked the flower. And I really like that the way it is. So I'm going to call this one done, except I do need a tag. Let's see. Oh. I think I'm gonna cut this right here. Well, I should have. Let me just do it right. Quit being lazy about it. Wish they put an edge on that end too. Trim off a little bit of the edge here. corners just a little bit. See that? Now I wished I had another picture. Well, that's pretty. It's simple. I like it. And I can put a little lace on it, or at the bottom. I don't know if it'll be too hard to scoop down in there though. Maybe at the top. A little something right there, and that'll kind of be my tab too. Let me get my Papercrafting. I'll go ahead. Let me ink around it first before I forget. My husband and son Saturday. Today is Tuesday. And my husband and sons went last Saturday to the Tupelo Comic Con. They had a good time. I'm glad. They found them some comic books. My youngest son, he has a collector of pops. And he has a lot. And he did some shopping. He he made, I think, like $20 in tips. And so he had some extra spending money. I'm afraid he gets that from me. When I was younger, I used to have lots of collections. I don't so much more now, except for papers and things like this. But when my husband and I got married, I collected cows. You know, that's back when the farm style craft, you know, was popular. And I collected pigs and ducks and anything like that. And I collected angels. And it got ridiculous. So I gave up on some of that stuff. I didn't have a girl to share that. But he likes collecting too. And so he comes by it honestly. His collections are just a little different than mine. See, he is a guy. But my oldest son, he loves comic books. And my husband does as well. And I do. I used to collect comic books. I still have my comic book collection. It's just, it's only so much time. So I got to where we used to get our comic books, they just weren't very good at keeping them in stock. In fact, they went out of business. So I just kind of got away from collecting. I wonder if this will, I'll use my Papercrafting. can get it open. But I'm glad they had a good time. I mentioned in one of my other videos I used to go to them, but I just don't do well with crowds anymore. So if I'm going to face a crowd, I'd have to be really well worth the effort. I have panic attacks. Okay. Now I'll call this one done. I think it turned out cute. And I believe I could get it down further if there we go. I want my lace to dry. Alright, so now we're going to move on to masculine. This one won't have as much frou-frou on it, since it's masculine. I don't see too many guys going for the lace, at least not my guys. Alright, now I ain't going to worry with inking that because it really doesn't need it, but I will give this part a thumb notch. Get this glued down. I'm very disappointed in our weather. We had got close to the 80s. All the flowers. I noticed yesterday I had to go for some blood work, and I noticed that the wisteria was out, and that smelled so good. And lo and behold, we're supposed to get down in the 20s. Last I looked, it was 32. And I got up early this morning, about 2:15. So it's going to get colder before it gets warmer. And it's supposed to be mild today. I'm hoping it's just a one-day thing, but I hope it doesn't kill all the blooming flowers and stuff. All right, now let's see how I'm going to do this. I've got that. I just pulled a bunch of different ephemera. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't like that, but it's so dark. Okay. Like that purplish look. Maybe something like that. I like that. Kind of keep it simple. Well, I think I'm gonna cut out the centers. I don't like that blue. At least the best I can. This is die cuts, so they're thick. My poor husband yesterday forgot to set his alarm, so he was an hour late going into work, and he felt bad. He's not one to be late. He doesn't miss, and he's not late. So that really didn't sit well with him. My daddy was the same way. He didn't like being late. I don't like being late. Now, I won't say I've never been late, but I just don't understand these folks that just show up whenever they get ready to. 15, 30 minutes late. It's not every now and then, it's every day. It used to aggravate me when I was working. And I knew if I did that, I'd get in trouble, but they didn't. Okay, I guess it's who you know. That's a little jaggedy. Probably need a new blade. I gotta get some more. Alright. Now, I'll put that on. Scoot it up just a little bit. Okay. I'll add the violin. Get rid of that white edge. Okay. Add that there. I don't want it all connecting. At least touching something. And then the key can go across there. Like that. I feel like I need something up there, but I don't know what. Maybe something as simple as that. And I'll add paper again on this one. Glue stick again. Put the top on this so it doesn't dry, stop up. Now, I like that. I like that. Keep it simple. And now for the little, this one I will do a little something with. It's too big. Too big. I like him. Maybe right here it's not so bad with the pins. Maybe something like that. Why not? You don't need too much frou-frou on a masculine one. Some of these are Tim Holtz die cuts, and I think some are Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio. Alright, now I need a tag for this one. I hate the writing is going sideways, but that's okay. And I will cut that down as well. Go this way. Well, that wasn't very straight. Okay, get the edge just a little bit. Give me some leeway. And I will cut these as well. Like that. I think I like that. Okay, put this one down first. I wonder if I do a masculine journal, if it would, if anybody, if a man would want it. I said something about making my husband one, and I just kind of got a funny look from him. Let's see if I have a tab that's fairly plain to go on that one. Pretty much has to be black and white, doesn't it? This one. Just to get a little interest on the top. I like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, and again, right on that. won't do. Do a better job of getting to the edges. This will go right there. All right, so I've got 23 and 24 done. I have got my French country with a tag. And I like that just the way it is. And I've got my masculine one with a tag. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Be sure and check out Amy's channel at Crafty Cat, and be sure and check out the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 4 to see what everyone else has made. Y'all have a wonderful and great day. Take care, and until next time, bye y'all.